So basically what we did was, after we had the blade shape down just about, what we did was we put it into the furnace to harden the steel, because basically we use stainless steel, which is pretty bad to use for a sword, so we had to do a lot of stuff to it to make it decent. So what we did was, we did this really cool thing where it doesn't require many chemicals. We put sugar all over the blade, and we basically put it in a box with sugar in the furnace, and the carbon from the sugar went into the blade and carburized it, which makes the edges stronger. But before we did that, we just put it straight to the fire, which hardens it, and then we cooled it down in the snow, which is basically cooling down in the water, which makes the middle cool slower and the outside cool faster. So it's harder at the tip, but the core has a good flex to it, which is needed for a good sword.
Just check that out. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. Nice shot.
So the worst part about creating the sword was filing. So what we had to do was for the pommel to fit into the tang of the sword, which is the little end bit that isn't sharpened, we had to drill a hole in the pommel and the crossguard. And then, since the drill holes are circular, we had to painstakingly file out the excess until it was rectangular and would fit the tang. And blacksmiths in Middle villages, they would do this completely with files. They wouldn't even have a drill to start out with, which makes it very, very realistic historically, and also horrible to do.